Hi, welcome back. Uh, Welcome to Laravel Vuejs Part 3 tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach about the edit part. So here, this is my project office. This is my uh, front end application. This is the back end. So first, I'm going to open them. Right, first, how to open them? It's this one. I'm going to open it. CMD code space dot. Okay, this is how we have to open it on the VS Code editor, right? If you are close it and again open it, you have to open it, right? CMD, right? Okay. First, what I'm going to do is we have to do the backend part. Okay. Now here, this is the save part we already done in our last video. Now I'm going to do the edit part. So first, what I'm going to do is here, this is my api.php. Here I'm going to pass another URL. So that is the one. Here is a uh, edit part. So how to do the task is here I have already done it. So I don't worry, I'll be explain it. Right here, paste it. I'll be explain it. Now here, if you retrieve the record from the database, you have to use the get method. So this one should be the load the data into our table, bootstrap table. If you save the record, we have to use the post method. If you update the record, we have to use the put method, right? Instead of that, we are implementing. We have to using the route resource. So we will later video we will be explain avoid this for function. We will be instead of that we are using resource. First you have to learn what happened. That's why first I have to learn this one, this thing. This is very must. Okay. If you are request put update slash, this is the ID. You are passing the ID of the records, right? So it's goes to the update method. This update method, the context controller update action method, right? So what I'm going to do is you have to go to our not this employee controller, not employee controller update action method. Go to employee controller. We have to defining the method. So we have already created. I'll be explaining it. So we have to do these two methods. Okay, one is a show function. I don't worry. I'll be explaining it. Second one is a update function. All right. What is the meaning of show function? If you have typed the ID slash ID, relevant based on the ID records will be shown. Okay. So if you want to find the particular employee ID, if you enter the ID as 1, the matching record will be displayed. So that's why we have a show function, right? So if you need, you can get them. So here, so update part, we have created the update. Okay, the same thing, same function like a update, right? This is a store function, same the update. If the request coming the update, okay. So request data, we are posting data from where our front end. So get the request, get the data along with the ID. So here it will be finding the ID and passing the ID. The information will be getting from the which one, this employee model, right? Because I already taught the controller is communicate with the model and get the data from the database. It will be control will be communicate with the model and get the data from the database, right? So here this employees, that's how it communicate the data, right? So the employees passing the data into the variable employees is getting an update all the employee data. So here my record message will be passing my employee updated. That's how it's working. So that's how it's working. Okay, right? So the front end we will be doing, right? Okay. So what I'm going to say, I'm going to go to open the front end. Now here, this is your front end, right? Front end employee view. So here I have designed employee view. So here we have made the registration form. So the same registration form, we have to do two operation. One is a save save, another one is update, right? The same registration form. Okay, so what I'm going to do is here, uh, here this is our table, right? Table as ID, name, address, and mobile. Now here table I'm going to name it here as option. I'm going to make another column option. Here also TD, this one also I'm going to make the columns, right? This column we have two options. One is a, let's back to our Google Bootstrap button. Get them a Bootstrap button. Edit and delete, right? This one danger warning, right? So I'm going to make it as a edit part. This one you can get anyone warning. I'm getting this one as the edit part. I put it a button, right? It's a button. Okay, when you click this button, so it goes to the, now I'm going to change this one as a edit, so warning, right? Now with the same button I'm going to put another button. This one should be the delete button, and this one should be the danger, right? The button style I'm going to make it as danger, the Bootstrap style, right? Now let's save. After save, we'll check, we'll run the application. After stop, how to run it, that's why I'll be again I'm running the application. This is your folder, this is your backend, this is your front end. Now here, go here the address bar, type, you have to again you have to open and run it. So you have to write the command again here, npm run dev. Okay, press enter key, you have to wait, it will be running. Okay, the server is running. Now it will be running. So you can see the port as we already showed the port, right? So 8080, right? So here go, you have to write, have it a port 8080. Now it will be running. Now let's go to our component. What is our component we have created? EMP view here. If you have forgot this one, the name of the component here, go to the file, this one, route index dot here. What is the component? Now if you open up the view section, you can see here the button should be displayed here, edit and delete. We already see here, we have changed the button here, we have given the button name over here, right? So the edit and button you can see here. Right now here, if you have click edit button, this editable record should be displayed on this form. So how to do the task we'll see. Right now let's back to our page. So here I'm going to go to do here after this one, right? So here I'm going to this button, I'm going to make the event on click event. I'm going to make the on click event. If you click, you have to type add click, you have to type add click equal edit task, right? If you have click on this particular button, it goes to the event edit event. So edit event, this save is started here, closer to here. So here now what I'm going to do is above this save here, this one here, I'm going to do the edit one, right? So you can otherwise you can do it here as well. Okay, if you have any confused here, edit function, you have to create edit function, edit this one. So task, we have to this one, not task, we have to do it this one as a edit employee. This employee means this employee, employee, to get all the employee details, right? So what I'm going to get edit employee, here you have to type edit employee, open and close bracket. Here you have to type over here as this dot employee equal employee. So type like this, right? Here we have a type like this. When you click the particular row, the record should be displayed on the form. Now here After that, I'm going to do the simple modification here. This all the things of your employee. So this employee, you have to copy this employee name. So here, this is a result, all this result, what is the result you are getting, your display here. So this one, this employee, all things are make it as an employee, for loop employee. This also ID, also employee ID, employee name, employee address, employee number. You have to change this like as the same as it is. Okay, so this is employee array. This all the details are coming from here, employee, right? Okay, okay, this is must. Okay, this employee ID, this bind ID, this bind ID will be coming here along with, if you click the edit button, the record will be displayed along with the ID. Okay, this ID also coming from here. What is ID is there, right? Now let's go to your front end. It's there. Click edit button here. John will be displayed. Edit Peter. Here, all the records are display. What is the row you have click on? Okay, successfully it's working as it is, right? Now what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to do the edit stuff, right? So what I'm going to do is, uh, without wasting time, this update part, I just copy and paste, and I'll be explaining. Don't worry about that, right? So I just copy this one, this code, paste it over here. I'll be explaining. Don't worry about that, right? The same save code, right? The save the edit. After the edit, the here I have to paste it here. Just open it. It's close it, right? So you have to create the function update, right? This update function, you can see here. You have create the variable URL. So whatever variable, if you want to problem edit records, whatever. Right, this same URL I'm passing here, right? So here what I'm going to do is here I create the variable edit records. Here we are passing the URL, right? This is the URL where my this record, right? API here update. This is the API going to update the record. You have to create the API like this, right? You have to create the API like this, update plus, right, the ID. What is the this one should be the employee ID. The employee ID. What is the employee ID you are selecting? That when you click the edit button, the record will be displayed along with the employee ID. The employee IDs will be there. So when you modify the records and click save, but save means we have do the update and save both time doing one button, right? We'll do the things, right? Don't worry about that, right? So after that, you have to access, yes, put this edit record here with this employee task, this employee, all the employee records along with this employee, right? So all the record will be displayed. It will be updated, right? So when you call this URL, your ID, this particular and plus, what is your this one? Your this all the things are, we have a form v model. We have set this name, address, and mobile. So we are simply write here as this dot employee. So all the things are there. It will be updated, right? Then data, after update the record, it will be clear all the forms here. You have to clear. You have to use like this blank. Here we have tried this one as a employee. This one should be this dot employee name, this dot employee address, this dot employee mobile. Dot clear all the fields. Okay, dot clear up all the fields, right? Here this one, these fields, name, address, mobile. You have to clear up all the fields and ID. So that record updated. Task loader means the table loader. We have to call this loader table, this table load method, table load. This is not the employee load. But call this one employee load method. It will be load the table. That's the thing we have to do, right? That's the simple stuff we have to done, right? Okay, now let's go back to our controller. This is a controller. Okay, here we have create the this one update. We have here. When you click this button here, if you change anything else, click button again. We are not set we are not set at the validation part, right? What happen is it's coming to the edit section, get the all the requests. All the requests mean here in front end, this API request is coming here along with the data. It will be checked whether all the data is coming. So all the data is coming, and you have to check the API. The API is running, right? This port here, right? So it will be updated. That's how we have to do the update part, right? This is the JSON. It is returned the output as a JSON form. That's how we have get the ID here. Your data and get the ID. Data and get the ID mean this one. Okay, this is the URL. This is the data. This is the URL. Here, this is the URL. The associates. This one should be the your data. This is the URL is coming. Okay, this URL along with your ID. So it's coming to here. Data and ID. It's find the ID and update the particular row of the record. That's the things it will be do the update part. Right? Now let's check out whether it's working fine or not. Before that, we have to do a simple modification. Now let's go to the save section. This is save section. Only the save record is there. Now what I'm going to do is here. You have to write the edit part. Simply you have to write this code. I'll be explained. Don't worry. This one's employee ID. Employee ID. Right. Now what I did here is when the employee clicks, if the record is not available, if this employee ID is blank, okay, if the employee ID does not exist, okay, now it will be working the save data. If the record is exist, if the employee ID is available, it will be go to the update data. If the record is available, if there is no, if it is a new record, we are find like this in Vuejs. This employee ID meaning ID will be unique. If the ID is not if not available, it recorded the save data. If the ID is not recordable, it go to the update. Sorry, recordable, it is updated. If it is not recordable, save. If it is already record, it will be work as a update data. Okay, let's see how to do the task. Right, let's check whether it's working fine or not. Save all. Back over here. Click edit. Now let's change the values. Right. So here the click John. I'm going to update John. Adams. USA. You can see the beauty of that. If you are change over here, you can change itself. Here we have changed the name. You can see the mobile number here, 1, 2, 3 here. It will change. This is the two-way binding method. This is the beauty of the front-end application. The two-way. If you are change anything else here, you notice a James here. If you remove that, here again type Adams. Here, it works. Right now, after that, click. If you change anything, click Save button. Now updated record. Now okay. Now here, it will be updated successfully. Right? This is how we have updated the record. Now if you want to update this row, click on edit. If you have to remove the stuff here, it will be remove it. Instead of that, I'm going to type 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Click save button. Now here updated. Now you can see it's updated. Right? This is how we have updated the record. I hope you guys understood things well. If you have any doubt on this, you can ask me anytime. Thank you for watching. I'll be get in touch with my delete part in my next video tutorial. Thank you for watching.